What's going on this week? Geez, I was gonna ride, but you know what? It's like 5 degrees and windy and cold. So I'm gonna pause the ride for a little while. Let's get in there and get at it. All right. Hi, my name's Gus Cameron, and I'm the owner of This Old Chopper. Right, so last week, I did everything I had to do. This week, I got the air cleaner off, I got the backing plate off, so I gotta take the gas line off. Let's put a rag there. Let's see what kind of a mess I'm gonna make. I really don't know why it's not really running off the carburetor. So yep, I see there's a broken part on the on this backing plate. Yeah, it's nasty. Down here, I got pieces. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna put JB Weld on that. Because I think I already tried to get one of these one time before. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do with that. So my pliers, my hose pliers. Okay. Wrong size. Where'd I put them at? There's 3 sizes to these pliers. Huge, medium, or this is small. This is the one I want. And I see the carburetor's already all right. Yeah, the carburetor's kind of loose, but that's the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, it just comes off just like that. I got to get rid of that vacuum hose. There. Okay, there's the vacuum hose off. What else is back there? What the hell is that? What did I break? There, that's off. So on the side, God, do I gotta take this tank off? I got no slack in the cable. Anyways, I can see that this come off. There's one. There's 2. Now I got a little bit more room. God, it's tight. What's this other line on the back? Oh, that's the choke. I might have effed up the choke. So I can see that I need an Allen key, that size. Now, here's the question. It's a CV carb. Is it metric or is it SAE? Let's find out. Too small. Let's try it. It's metric. Ain't that weird? American built, eh? Yeah, right. Outsourcing. Outsourcing. There's the one. So I gotta get this one off and back. So let me I wonder if I should just take the bolts out and raise up the front. See if that would help me. All right. We'll be back. I just wanted to show you, anybody that's working on these CV carburetors, on top, there's 4 bolts to hold the cap on. And one of them holds this bracket back here. And it looks like this, right? It's metric, believe it or not. And then the only other thing you got to take off is this Phillips. And this whole mechanism will come right off. And you can take the carburetor and set it on the bench. So that's a pretty quick way, instead of screwing around with all these friggin' throttles and return and trying to get them in the proper spots. You just take this Phillips out, you take the top bolt out that holds the top of this bracket, just like this one right here, and you take that out and the whole side comes off the carburetor and it stays with the bike. Makes it a lot easier. Righto, let's get into it then. Metric, I can't believe that. That's really weird. So yeah, I don't think I've ever had this apart before. It's always worked well, this bike. It's a freaking hot rod, like I keep saying. I gotta clean that up. I gotta clean that mess up. But yeah, I got some JB Weld here somewheres. I'm going to, it's funny, them flanges and pieces broke right off. It's really weird. So I'll clean it up with some brake clean, get all the rust and crap out of it. And I can smell this carburetor big time. Wow, does it ever stink. Old gas, old gas. I watched a video the other day about how to take the ethanol out of gasoline. It's pretty interesting. You put, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches of water in a 20-liter pail and you fill it up with your ethanol gas. You shake it around, you let it sit for 24 hours, and it separates. You siphon off the stuff above the water, and now you got gas with no ethanol in it. Kind of cool. All right, she's a little stuck. That might have did it. Sure stinks, I'll tell you that. Yep, she stinks. Float looks good. So yeah, so anyways, it's gonna need a cleaning, that is for sure. And I'm wondering why I gotta check the diaphragm, because it wasn't squirting anything. So I'm going to take it all apart, get it cleaned up, and get it put back on the bike. And check this out. I got this just the other day. Give me a sec. I was at a buddy's place. Look. A Harley Davidson CV carburetor. $40. Ha! So now we got parts. All good. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. So, you take that pin out of there. I need my automatic center puncher. Right, yeah. And you usually go from this side. And use the center punch to get it going. There it is, it's out. So it went out that way. So now I can lift that off. And I can look at my float needle, which is clean as a whistle. It's pretty clean in there too. I'm going to take my choke cable off. I believe it's 9/16 or ½ inch, something like that. Looks like 9/16. This just comes straight out. I guess I could just unscrew it like this. It's just a plunger. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a plunger, right? All right, so that's out. I didn't take the jets out yet. I'm going to take the top off. I could take this little bellows out of there. Oh, there goes the diaphragm. All right, so gotta be this right here. Take the top off. This is a diaphragm carburetor, it's called. So there's a big bellows on the top. There is a modification that you can do to this. I don't think I'm gonna. Oops. Yeah, it's over there. All right, now I want to let you see. Oh, there it comes. Big spring on the cap. Pushes down on this, keeps some tension on it, and this comes out. Right on. So I think the modification is to drill out that hole in this diaphragm. But this pin comes out. That goes down. And then this pin comes out. This pin should have washers on it. Clip on it, and it looks like it's at the lowest level. And this is the diaphragm, and this should be inspected for rips. I have changed these before. It's not that hard. I see no rips. This is good. This is good. So that's almost apart. I got a couple of jets to take out. One there, one there. I don't have my proper screwdriver, but I'll be right back. You want to use the proper screwdriver. Oh, so that's an adjustment. So let's go in and see where it's at. So that's at 11 o'clock. That's a half turn. Full turn. Turn and a half. 2 turns, 2 1/4, little less than 1/4. So 2 1/4. I'm going to write that down. So you got a jet here. You got a jet here, and this one was 2 1/8. I would say. All right, so I can take that all the way out. All right, there's a spring. One spring. I think that's the air fuel. I think. Comes a big one. I have to get my magnifying glass to read that. And that's the emulsion tube, I believe. And I think you can take that out. Yep. emulsion tube. And it has a bunch of holes in it. That should be cleaned up. So that's it for parts. It's funny that it wasn't squirting any gas, but who knows what's plugged. So I got a jug of stuff down here somewheres. It's simple green, but it's a super duper, and it's purple. And I'm going to mix up that with some water and let all these parts sit for a little while. That's what I'm going to do. And I can check. Oh, the diaphragm. I got a sneaky suspicion the diaphragm might have a tear in it. Let's just take that apart right now while we're sitting here. I got my my JIS screwdriver. You've heard me talk about that before. There could be a ball bearing in here and some O-rings, plus the diaphragm. I'm going to go online and see what the proper setting is for that air fuel. 208 sounds about right. Sounds about right. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, this thing's been running with no troubles till now. Sometimes you got to tap these. There it comes. All right. Couple of rings right there. I think they're O-rings. Look like it. And the diaphragm, which I'm suspecting might be faulty. Not sure. I might have one. Oh, that's switches. I got a bag here with some carb parts in it. Just wiping the gas off it. Actually, doesn't look that bad. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna get this soaking and see what I can come up with. Right. What am I doing? So this is the backing plate. I got my carbs sitting. I don't know if you can see that or not. In the container, and this is what I use. I use like 1/3 of this, 2/3 water. Hope you can see that all right. And it works good. It works really good. So I'm gonna, I want to do the JB Weld thing. So I'm just trying to clean up the mess. Trying to so it adheres better. Brake clean. It's nice and black looking, that's for sure. So I think I did clean it a bit. Yeah. I might even take a little wire brush and give that a little bit of a wire brush, because I want the JB Weld to stick, to hold those little pieces on. I think I already showed you, they're in there. So they're in there. That looks pretty clean. Like I said, I'm going to give it a little rub with a wire brush. So we'll just put that on the back burner for now. So this, my carb. This is the bowl. It's this brush, I like this brush. I'll show you why. I do got some torch tip cleaners to check all the ports. That's it for that. And then I just got this little tray with some rags in it. But this is the brush. I like this part of the brush right here. Gets in the little crevices. This is really, really, really clean. Holy crapola. Looks really, really good. Yeah. Looks fantastic, actually. Okay, Gus, you're making a mess, for God's sakes. Like I said, I'm going to check all the ports with a piece of wire, or I'm just looking to see where that freaking, can't really see it. I think that's pretty darn good. There's some other pieces in here. I got that diaphragm. This has got to be checked. Here's my jets. Very good. And what is that? Oh, that's one of those pieces that broke off from that backing plate. Should be another one in here somewhere. Yep, there it is. This simple green, I mean, holy shit. Take a wire brush to that too. So, put that out of the way. See, I got a bit of a mess here. It's all right. Leave that there. I think I probably should rinse it a little bit. I will run that in the house and run it under some hot water. So I'll be back. Okay, so we got it all rinsed with water. I'm going to give it a blow, but there was one part that I didn't remove, and it's a needle jet seat, I think it is, or whatever it is. And it goes in the emulsion tube, which is right here. And then this jet goes down on top of it. So it says that it has a large end and a small end. That's a small end. Large end goes up towards the vacuum part of the carburetor. So this is up. So that large end goes in first. I just confirmed it with the book. I can tell you for a fact that if you put that in wrong, your carb will not work worth shit. And it's a small mistake that causes a big trouble. So don't do that. Don't get it in there wrong, because I've already done that before, and I was lucky to find my issue. So there you go. So let me get the hose out, the air compressor going, get this a blow. I'm going to check my passages with, I have some, I thought I had some torch tips to cleaners, tipped cleaners. But if I don't, I'll just use a piece of stainless steel wire. I think I have, that's solder. But I think I got some wire here somewhere too. All right, we'll be back. Okay, she's all blowed out. We can start putting it back together, I suppose. These gotta go in there. So I was telling you that I might have a torch tip cleaner. And right here. I got all kinds of jets in here. I'm not 100% sure if these are for a CV. Nope. No, these must, all this here must be for my Super E. But I do got my torch cleaner, tip cleaners. Some places say not to use these because they have little serrations and it might open up. It might open up your hole a little bit bigger. Everybody wants a bigger hole, right? I don't see this as being an issue. I'm not like working it a long time. Just in and out, you know. In and out. Half a turn, do these ones. Okay, don't be a bugger. There it is. Nothing in there. So that's good. What else I got? Is there a hole in this? There is not. That's your air fuel with the spring. So that's it for that. I think there's a hole in this. Yep, there is. And this won't fit. That's not the smallest one I got. Here's the smallest one. Wow, that's something hard to see. Oh yeah, it went in. So I'm pretty confident that's all clean. Can't do that. Can't do that. So I think I got it all. I think I got it all. I think I'm going to start putting it back together. Why not? I think the first thing I'm going to start with is this big hole towards the vacuum side of the carburetor. So I drop that in right there. And then this goes in behind it. I think. Yep. Gotta wiggle it around a little bit. That's a crescent wrench. Now don't go Hercules on these. Just snug is good. So that's in. I got a jet. My jet is right here. Boy, how am I gonna read what this is? I wonder if I can even see it. I hardly see a number on this. No idea. There's no number. Anyways, it came out. It's going back in. Going back in. You don't, like I said, you don't gotta come onto that. And here's the air fuel. You can always know it's the air fuel because it's outside the bowl. So this bowl goes on like this, and it's outside the bowl. You see what that is? Goes in here. Right here. Bingo. And I marked it down 2 1/8 out. So go down, touch, and go down, touch, and come back out. I have a little tiny screwdriver for this. 2 1/8 out. Air fuel. I can put my my needle jet on this float like that. That goes in there like that. Oops, fell off. Don't want to do that. in there like that. And that goes in there like that. Then I can use my right here, and I can center punch it. Yeah, because you don't want to break the ears off by using a hammer to punch that in. So, and I do believe it's horizontal. So I'm thinking that's a good. I got to put my diaphragm back together. Diaphragm, this spring, and this diaphragm, and this cover. So I do believe it goes this way. Let's flip it over. Where's the diaphragm at? Oh, it's on the cover right there. What am I doing? I believe it goes in this way. Or no, upside down. So there's a flat side and then there's a lip side. So the lip side goes down. She's in. She's in. Beautiful. So the spring goes on top. Then the cover. Okay, so I checked the book. I got the diaphragm on correctly. Cover on the diaphragm according to the book. I also got my bellows put back on it. And I also got the accelerator pump tube. Goes on this plastic lever right here on the back side. So this here needs to go in the bellows. And that goes in like that. So now I can put the screws. Yeah, so the screws can go in. I'm gonna check that airflow. I'm gonna check the airflow screw. Make sure I got it right. I love these CV carburetors, I tell you. I really do. And I shouldn't really say that right now. Maybe I won't love it if I put it on the bike and the bike still won't run. So I don't know what's going to happen next. But I do got another carburetor over there, but I can't see why this one wouldn't work. I mean, it was been working all along, and I never changed anything. I just gave it a clean, gave it a bath, and a blow. You know, you guys and girls that are watching this, if you don't wrench, you should. You should. It's good for you. Good for your health. Good for your brain box. Get you out of the house. Get you away from the TV. Because there's nothing but shit on the TV. And you know what I mean. Turn that shit off. And go work on something. So, boys and girls, I got the bottom half of this carburetor all put back. Look how clean that is. Hey? Ain't that just phenomenal? I think it's just phenomenal. Very, very clean. All right, let's put the top on. All right, so what's next? Where's the diaphragm? Right, diaphragm's right here. Diaphragm only goes in one way. There's a big side and a small side. That looks like it's there. And that diaphragm sits in some grooves. I do believe. Like that. And then this goes on top. And I got to leave this back one off because the clamp. Did I do something wrong? Frig knows. Bit of a boring video, what? But hey, it's what I'm doing. It's my garage. This is not so much a chopper channel, even though I like to call it a chopper channel. It's more of a lifestyle channel, I think. Following me around and doing what I'm doing. I do work on choppers. I really do. I mean, that's not a chopper, but it's two on the other side, or at least one on the other side. I don't know what your definition of a chopper is. I heard or saw somewheres on one of the channels that I watched that bobbers came first and choppers came after a bobber. So what is the definition of a bobber? I don't know. Obviously, it's got to be a cut down version of a military bike. Well, she's working. Boy, geez, I think we got her. All right, well, let's just take a break and have a beer. All right, I'll be back. So I just looked at the length of the video so far, and it's getting a little long in the tooth. So I don't want you just going to sleep or tuning out or unsubscribing. I don't want any of that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to finish this next week. Some of you might know what the outcome is, but next week we're gonna get her finished. And so I just want to say, like I always say, check on a buddy, check on a family member. They need to hear from you. It's good for them and it's good for you. All right, we'll see you next week. See if we can get this thing running. All right.